Hello and welcome back to Ewe Demystified. Today I have a fun and exciting quiz for you. I'm going to test your knowledge on some household objects. Are you ready to challenge yourself? Let's see how well you do. So here's how it works. I'll show you an image of a household object and give you a few seconds to think about what it is called in Ewe. And then I'll reveal the correct answer. But I'd like you to keep track of how many you get right. And then you can share this with us in the comments after. Let's begin. So our very first image is a bed. A bed. How is this called in Ewe? All right, so it's called abati. Abati. For the Anglo, this would be abachi. Some other dialects would also call this mpa. Especially if you're from Peki, you might call this mpa. Abati. Abati. How about this next one? A door. A door in Ewe would be, let's see. All right, so this is ovo or votru. There is a small nuanced difference in the meanings. However, they can be used interchangeably. Ovo or votru. There is also another word, agbo. Agbo, but agbo is used more for gate. Gate, agbo, ovo, votru. Shall we move on to the next one? A table. This one is very easy. In the Ga language, this would be ukbolo, and in the Akan dialect, it would be puno or pono. Notice that in the Akan, table and door do have the same name, sort of. Pono. Pono. I'm intentionally doing this with you, and you can see that there is some similarity in all three languages. Pono for the Akan, Okbono for the Ga, and our dearly beloved language, Ewe. Ekbono. Ekbono. All right. Are you getting it? Let's move on. Now here's another one. We sit on it. We sit on it. In the Ewe language, as in most other languages, there are different names for quite a number of them. What is the name of this one? The general name for all things that we're sitting on would be a Z. A Z. In the Anglo dialect, this would be pronounced as a J. J. Almost like the French J. Je m'appelle. A Z. If it's a stool, as we can see in this image, it's a short chair. And so we add the adjective bui, which is short. Zikbui, zikbui, or jikbui, to mean short chair. That would be a stool. In other dialects, this one, the original image that we showed, would also be called ablego, ablego, for a chair that is fashioned in this manner. All right. But the general word for it, let's keep that in mind, is a Z, Z or J in the Anglo dialect. All right. Let's move on. This next one should be pretty easy. Everybody uses it because everybody eats. How do we call this instrument with which we eat? Gachi, Gachi, or Gachichi. All right, that's the name, Gachi or Gachichi. As we're going along, I hope you're keeping tab, or you're keeping a tab on how many you're getting correct. Do let me know in the comments which ones you got correct. Let's look at the next object. Now we have the spoon. This is the bowl. We eat from it. A bowl. How do the Ewe call this object? In most Ewe dialects, they would simply say agba, agba. Some other dialects would also say agbe, agbe. For those who do say agbe, the difference between agbe and agba would be that the agba is used for the earthenware bowl. The earthenware bowl that West Africans typically use for grinding, agba, or for enjoying fufu, I might add. Our next one is a cozy pillow. A cozy pillow that we rest our heads on. So when you want to go to bed, you would rest your head on a pillow. What do we call this in Ewe? Sudi, or sumui, sudi or sumui. I hope you got this one right. Otherwise, no sleep for you. All right, let's move on. All right, so now let's try this one. A bicycle. Okay, so for this one, the name of it is actually descriptive. So the ancients thought that it looked, when the white man brought it, that it looked like a horse, except that it was metallic. And so it was called gaso. They even call the bicycle gaso. A ga for metal and a so for horse. Gaso. I think that it would be the same in some other languages, like in the Akan, this would be dadeponko, basically having the same meaning, metal horse. Gaso. How about this one? Clothes. It could be a shirt, it could be skirt, whatever clothing item it is. What do the Ewe call clothes? Awu. The Ewe call it awu. It's quite similar to the Yoruba, which is ewu. Anyway, one day we'll look at some of these similarities between the two languages, Yoruba and Ewe. Were you able to get this one as well? I have a feeling that you're doing quite well. But do not forget to tell me in the comments below. Let's try another wearable. Footwear. All footwear. Shoes, sandals, slippers. The Ewe call them. I'm waiting. Go ahead. It's Some dialects would obviously mention it a little differently. Afokba, afokba, afokba. But they're the same thing. Footwear, footwear. You should be scoring very highly now. Right. For the pet lovers amongst us, let's talk about a few of our furry friends, shall we? Oh, anyway, talk about love. If you're enjoying the content so far, do not hesitate to click on the subscribe button. Go ahead, click it. Just one click. It will go a long way to keep this channel going and to help us give you more content like this one. All right, so back to pets. This image, it's a cat. A cat. What do the Ewe people call the cat? What is cat in Ewe? The answer is daddy. Daddy. Please pay attention to how I mention it. You'll notice that is da, with the tongue between the teeth. Da, da, not da, da. And then the second one is d, d. The tongue is directly behind the teeth. Daddy, daddy. That's a cat. All right. Did you get it? Let's try another one. This next one they say is man's best friend. The dog. Dog. What is dog in the Ewe language? Avu. Avu is the Ewe word for dog. Avu. Let's say it together. Avu. Avu. All right. Now let's take our very last one for today's session. It's a car. I'm sure there are lots of you who enjoy driving or being driven around. What is the Ewe word for car? Okay. Owu. Owu is the general name for it. Those from Togo speak a slightly different dialect and they would call it Ohu. Ohu. So we've gone through quite a number of them. Which ones did you know? And which ones did you find difficult to get? If you're Ewe, which ones did you struggle with? If you're not Ewe, still let me know how many you were able to get. I hope you've enjoyed today's session. Feel free to give me your comments. If you're yet to subscribe, please go ahead and subscribe. Click on the notification bell as well. Share, share, share. Oh, and before we run out, do let us know as well what you would like to know about the Ewe people, culture, what myths you think should be explained or covered. Let me know in the comments as well. Thank you for watching. Keep practicing your Ewe and we'll see you soon in the next video. Bye for now.